Here's your updated Instagram Reels tutorial. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know to film, edit, post your reel, and of course, how to increase your productivity, efficiency, so that you could film 15, 20 reels in 1 hour. If you're somebody who's looking to grow on Instagram rapidly, I have a free class that teaches you your 100-day Instagram roadmap. So if you want 10,000 followers and $1,000 in the next 100 days on Instagram or from Instagram, that's going to be your go-to. I'll leave that down in the description below. Without further ado, let's jump into your Instagram Reels tutorial. Let me grab my trusty tripod and let's dive right in. When opening up the Instagram app, there are two ways you can get to creating your Instagram Reel. You can swipe to the right, like you're going to post a story, and select Reel on the bottom right there. You could also, at the very bottom, the Reels tab, top right, there's a camera. And that is another way that you could get to creating your reel. Your reel screen could look somewhat like mine right now. There are some features that, sometimes they get released to some users at once and other users won't have access to them. So for the most part, all of these icons that are on the left side of the screen should look similar. If you are left-handed or you prefer the icons to be on the right side of the screen, you could actually select the settings tool at the top right and press right side and they'll all switch over. I like to keep mine on the left. Going in order of the icons, here we have audio. This is where you can look through trending audios. You can find saved audios or even import audios. So let's say you found an audio on TikTok that you really, really liked and it doesn't exist anywhere on Instagram. So you save that TikTok video to your phone. You could import and then you could select the video that has the audio you want. Instagram will just grab the audio from that video and you could still record a video on top of that audio. So here you could select the music that you want to be recording on top of your video. I'm gonna delete that and we'll keep going through the icons. Next on our list, we have length. So this is adjusting the length of the reel. You have 15, 30, 60, and 90 seconds. If an audio that you selected is 7 seconds long, then you'll only be able to record 7 seconds of content. So if this is just you talking to the camera, 15, 30, 60, 90, those are the options. I'm gonna leave mine at 30. Next, we have those 3 stars. This is how you can add filters onto your video if that's something that you wanna do. You could just tap through, find different ones. You could select trending, see what filters are trending right now, or go to saved filters, which are ones that you've saved. You have quick access to them. Alrighty. Next, we have the green screen effect. So this one, I'm glad they put it as an icon on the left because it's so popular and I use it a lot. All you would do is press green screen, select change background, and then you could choose different photos from your camera roll, screens that they have. I would do camera roll so I could select here and be like, okay, let's review this profile, da 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 da. So just a very cool icon that they have now. Next, we have the arrow. This is one where you could participate in the share yours or add yours trend. It is a newer one. I haven't played around with it much, but you can add your reel to one of these add yours, share yours groups of content. For example, if it said show me your fave summer look, I'd select add yours and then I would create, there's my favorite summer look. And then I'd be like, wow, this is my favorite summer look. And then when I post that video, it would be added to this collection of add yours. Next, we have the speed. So you can film your video at 1x, which is just regular recording your voice, the movement, everything moves the same. When you go down, so 0.3, 0.5, that means the video will be in slow-mo when it's finished. So if I record this and I'm like moving around really fast, there we go. When I go to the video, I look really cool, right? So then going up in speed, 2x, 3x, 4x, I'm gonna move really slow so that you could see it gets sped up. Really cute, we love that. Gonna go back to 1x because I typically do all my videos here. Next we have the layout, so you can record 2 pieces or multiple pieces of a video and layer it all on top of each other. So I could record a segment here, da 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 da, and then I could record something on top of it, like if you were singing and you wanted to harmonize with it, da 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 da, right? That's really annoying, but that's how you use it, right? So that's kind of the layout feature. Moving on to timer. This one is the one I use the most. So you can set a countdown for your video. The two options are a 3-second countdown and a 10-second countdown. So you just tap this number here and it alternates between 3 and 10. And then you could choose which part of the audio that you want to record to. So if I have this video, I can choose the timer and I could have it stop on set timer, 3, 2, 1. And then it'll stop automatically for you. So you get to adjust when the audio will stop, so you don't have to use your hand to reach to stop the audio. Moving on to the dual screen. So this is where you can record front and back camera at the same time. So as you can see, my face is the primary focus here, where the back of my camera, my door, is the secondary camera. If you wanted to flip it so that the back camera is primary, front camera is secondary, you just on the bottom right of your screen, there's those arrows. You press that, and then it'll flip the direction of the camera. And then finally we have gesture control. This one is so cool, and you can basically start and stop filming with no hands, no self timer. Well, you use your hand, but you don't use your hand. So if you're really, really far away from the camera, like where you can't like get to your spot in time of the countdown, you just use your hand. It'll count down. You give a little show, and then when you're done, you do your hand again. It'll stop recording for you. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Okay, love that feature. Finally, we have the align tool. This one is cool for transition specifically. Let me delete the last clip. So what I'm gonna do, maybe I film something like this, and then like I wanna do like a jump to wearing glasses. I would press the align tool so I could get back into alignment with where my previous face was. I'm gonna go here, and then maybe I put my glasses on. And then once I find that perfect alignment, that's when I would start recording, and then hopefully that transition looked seamless. The next thing that I wanted to show you was how to upload content from your camera roll. So if you have a video that's already in your camera roll, all you would do is select there, select the video that you want to import. You could choose to add audio or adjust the speed of the video. You can do the same thing with photo as well. So going here, bottom left, I'm gonna select my library, and maybe I wanna add this photo here of lady. What's cool is that this photo is actually alive, so it'll give me two options, the live photo, or I could go to no live and then choose the length. Like I only want 2 seconds of that added. I'm gonna add it to my video, and that is how you would add video and photo that's from your camera roll into your reel. Now let's talk about editing your reel. Instagram recently did update their editing UI, so it does look different than my last year's video, that's for sure. Let's go over a few of the options that we have here. So top left, we have the save icon. This is super important. Once you have your video filmed, maybe if it's not edited yet, that's fine. Press that save button because drafts get deleted all the time on Instagram. There's glitches all the time. If you log out of your account, all your content's gone, dunzos. So always save your footage after you've recorded. And if you have an audio added, so if I have this audio added, it won't save with the audio, which is fine because copyright, you know what I mean? Let's say we do want to add audio. We're just going to select the music icon, and we're just gonna scroll through, play some songs, find the vibes, select the ones we want. What's cool here is you can adjust the controls, which is the volume, like the volume level of each audio, which I'll show you in a second. You can also add a voiceover, which is something that's super helpful if you want to do a voiceover. This is where you would do that. You could go through your saved audios, you can import your own audio, and you can add sound effects. All of those are there. For right now, let me just show you adding audio and layering the volumes. So this is the audio I've selected. If I don't want it to start right where it's starting, I would simply just drag it down here to adjust the start. Maybe I want it to be at the very beginning. And then I'll press done. Gonna go back to the music icon, select controls, and now I could bring my camera audio back up, and this song can be like background music for what's happening. Like this, and then like I want to do like a jump to, or vice versa, right? Camera audio, song audio, done. And then you could also go back and add, let me actually turn the camera audio all the way down. That'll be background music. We're gonna add a voiceover. So all you would do is click and hold. This is how you add your voiceover. Let go when you're done. Think about what you wanna say next. Continue with your voiceover, blah, 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 blah. That's how you add a voiceover. Press done. Now, add your voiceover, continue with your voiceover, blah, 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 blah. That's how you add voiceover in Reels. You can add filters or effects after the fact as well. When you click on this, it's going to auto add an effect for you. So if you want to unselect it, you just tap again on the filter that auto selected, and that's how you remove it. Then you also have the sticker option. So this is where you can do that. Add yours, captions, polls, quiz, sliders, GIFs, GIFs, whatever you want to call them, which we'll get to in a second. There's a fun thing that I want to show you with adding GIFs and overlays in your video. And then also, of course, adding text in the top right. This is text. Bring that up. Okay, moving on to actually editing the video, adding text, making it pop up and disappear. We're going to go to the bottom left, select edit video, and here you'll see all the different clips that we've added in this video. First clip that I filmed, second clip that I added from my camera roll, and the third photo that I added from my camera roll. Here you'll also see any audio that was layered onto the video. So we have our music audio from the library, and then we have the text that I added up at the top where you can see this is text. So maybe we don't want the text to be there for the entire video. We only want it to be at this very beginning portion. So what I'm going to do is go to the very end of this purple box, which is the text that was added, and I'm gonna drag it all the way over here. It goes away by itself. So Instagram, sometimes they'll have that, you see that yellow line that pops up right there? That'll help you keep things popping up and transitioning in alignment. So you want it to cut at an exact point where your video cuts. As long as you're holding your finger there, that line should auto appear. Same thing with just like your text in general. When you're adjusting the placement, those lines appear to say like, hey, don't go up past this section, or hey, don't go down past this section. There it is. So as long as you're kind of holding onto the thing with your finger, you'll get some of those guidelines from Instagram, which is super helpful. Now let's talk about adding overlays or other photos on top of the video or GIFs on top of the video. This is something that I like to do to keep my video as engaging as possible, especially because I do mostly talking head content, and while my face is talking, people can get a little bored. So I like to have text pop up, pictures pop up, GIFs pop up. So how I do that is with this sticker button here. You could actually have photos pop up throughout the video. So I'll just add that sticker. And then to adjust when that sticker pops up, when it goes away, I'm gonna go back to the edit, and I'm gonna actually have this sticker pop up like right there. And then it's gonna go away here. And then we're gonna also add, go back here, let's add a GIF, however you wanna say it. And we'll say shock. This one. So we're gonna add this one right here. Obviously you can see it's not moving, it's completely still. That's because the video is paused. So when you play the video, it'll start moving again. So this one, I want to adjust when that pops up as well. I'm going to tap the edit, and we're gonna actually bring it to pop up here with Lady. And yeah, now when Lady pops up, that guy's gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's Lady. Boom, shakalaka. So that's how you edit your videos. You can also adjust the clips individually. So here, maybe I want to drag the ending of the clip to kind of stop here instead. So you could adjust the clips here, or if you want to split it at a specific point, you're gonna select split on the bottom right. That way you could, 2 fingers, you can zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in. You see that gray area that's right in the middle of the 2 clips, that little gray circle right in the middle. I want to tap on that, and that's actually going to let me add a transition. So I can play with the zoom effect, I could play with this blur effect, I could play with the swipe effect. So that's another cool feature, is being able to add transitions within Instagram Reels. I like to zoom in to do that, so I could tap right onto that little gray box because right now they're kind of small. So I zoom in, adjust, and yeah. Once you're done with your video, you're going to post it. Here you're going to edit the cover. I like to choose a cover that accurately represents what that video is about. So usually for me, it's the first 3 seconds of that video where that hook text is. So usually it's somewhere here. I'm gonna show you another trick that you could do for cool covers. But for now, we're gonna do this. And then you can adjust the profile grid view, which is my favorite thing that you can do, because if the text is cut off, how are people gonna know what the video is about, okay? So we're gonna include the text, press done. You're gonna add your caption here. Always make sure that this toggle is on where it says always share to feed. Oh, always. Also, it says also share to feed. There we go. Always make sure that that toggle is on. Super important. We always want that on. You could tag people, products, topics, paid partnership labels, locations, add a message button to encourage people to message you directly, reminders, fundraisers, and of course, you could post both to Instagram Reels and Facebook at the same time. If you have access to this feature, something that's really handy is in the advanced settings. Let's say you've filmed a reel, you're happy with it, but you don't want it to post yet because, I don't know, maybe you could only film at 8 o'clock at night. Press advanced settings and then go to schedule this reel, turn that on, and you're able to schedule your reels in advance. So maybe I filmed one and I want to schedule it for tomorrow. So I'm going to set that for tomorrow. And then of course, press schedule, it'll be ready to post, it'll auto post for you. You don't even have to think about it. Now, if you don't have access to that, or if that's being a little buggy because, well, it's Instagram, then what you could do is you can use a third-party scheduling tool like Metricool, who is also sponsoring this video, and I love them. I've been working with Metricool for over a year now, a year and a half now. Literally the coolest social media scheduler tool out there. It works for every social media platform you can think of. I did a YouTube video where I tested Metricool against like Hootsuite and Buffer just to weigh the pros and cons and see which one would be the best. Metricool outperformed the other two. It was a landslide, and I was surprised that it was a landslide. Metricool's awesome, basically. But what you could do in Metricool is you can have your reels recorded and then you could upload them to Metricool and schedule your reels out there. And what you could do, work smarter, not harder, you can turn on the option to not only post that short form content to Instagram Reels, but you can upload the video, drag and drop one video. You take that video, drag and drop to the calendar, and you select Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. And then you could schedule it so that it auto posts the video to all 3 platforms, which is super cool. So if you hadn't heard of Metricool yet, definitely check them out. I'll leave a link down below. Anywho, the last thing that I want to show you, so I'm going to save this as a draft because I don't actually want to post it, believe it or not. Okay, something that I like to do with my reels if I have the time when I'm recording them, because like I already have this look, hair and makeup still done with the white shirt. I'm still in this outfit for the reel that we just recorded. I'm going to go to story and I'm going to choose the same filter that I filmed the video in. So if you have a filter that you filmed the video in, choose the same filter. And I'm going to do like a pose that's like this, like, huh? Right? Let's say that's, and then it's like 3 worst Instagram tips. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my gosh, right? So that's 3 worst Instagram tips. Let's make that pop a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. And now I will save that. I'm going to save that. I'm going to go back to my Reels drafts, which can be found on your main profile. So when you're on your main profile, you just swipe over to the Reels tab, select drafts. Here is where I'm going to now upload the cover that I just took. So I'm going to add from camera roll, select here. And now my cover is a little bit crispier. It's easy to read. It's transparent about what that video is about, which you're like, what are you talking about? That video was literally you and then John and then Lady, but pretend that's what the video was about. And then you could go profile grid and do something like that. So that's a little hack for you, something that I enjoy doing on my Instagram Reels sometimes. So save draft. All right, now that you know the basics for how to film, edit, and post your Instagram Reels, we're gonna talk about how you can be the most efficient with the time that you have when you're creating. So first things first, what you're going to do is you're going to separate your planning day and your filming day. That's how you're gonna be the most efficient, most productive. The reason you see people say things like, oh, I filmed 30 reels in 1 hour, or I filmed 15 reels in an hour, or I filmed 75 reels in 2 minutes. You know, the reason you see things like that is because there was a lot of planning that went into it beforehand. So it wasn't just like one day they woke up, they had no content prepared, they didn't know what they were doing, and so they just picked up their phone and they're like, whoa, I'm magical. I just got like 50 reels done. Crazy. Like, no, there was intentional planning leading up to the I'm gonna get a bunch of content done, I'm gonna film a bunch of reels. So the secret to filming a bunch of reels in 1 hour or 2 hours is going in with a game plan, being prepared. So the first step to that is finding audios. What I like to do is throughout the week when I'm scrolling on Reels, I love to save audios that make me laugh, make me cry, make me angry. Just any sort of audio that I see is trending or sparks an idea for me. Maybe it doesn't spark an idea for me, but I'm like, oh, I could use that somehow, some way. So I'm just saving audios. That's like my first thing is just like, oh, save an audio so that when you're ready to film, you got a little backlog of lip syncing or a backlog of dancing. So we're on our Reels tab here, and today's the day where I'm not filming. I don't gotta worry about filming. I'm just laying on the couch and I'm scrolling through Reels. And what I'm looking for, few things, the trending arrow, bottom left, you see that arrow that's going up next to the audio icon. It means it's trending. Right now it's just a song. Right? It's just a song, so I'm not feeling fully inspired by it when it comes to my niche. My stuff is more educational. I do a lot of lip syncing, so I'm gonna scroll on. Okay, I've seen this trend on a few places, so I'm actually going to click on the audio and I'm gonna press save, because this would be a good audio to use. The cool thing about this trend, it's literally using this specific character as the meme, so you don't even have to be in the reel at all. These sort of videos where you're kind of layering another person on top of a green screen, this type of editing can be found in CapCut. So they have templates for this, so use CapCut for that. But I'm saving that, that's added to my list. Okay, so that one's pretty cool. I do like that there's this use template option here, so I could upload videos that I've already created. Again, I don't have to film anything new. I could just go through my camera roll, find some cool clips, and apply it. One, I'm gonna save the audio, but also two, I wanna save this specific reel, and I'm gonna create a new collection called like Reels Inspo, right? I actually might have that. There we go, Reels Inspo. Perfect, so we saved that video so that we could use this template later. Okay, I'm gonna save this audio because I could totally do a clip of me like on my phone, on my laptop with text on top, so that's cool. Wow, this song is everywhere. Okay, if the song's everywhere, you gotta save it. Pretty sure I've already saved it, so you gotta use it. So that's what I'm doing throughout the week, or maybe that day. I'm just like saving audios as I see them. I didn't see a lot of lip syncing ones, but let's pretend that I did and that I saved a few. So let's say that was one day. One day you just saved a bunch of audios. The next day, what we're gonna do is we're gonna organize our brains. We're gonna get a little game plan going. So I'm gonna jump over to the computer and show you how to get organized. All right, so this is a content calendar that I've used, one for my 30-day TikTok challenge that I did last year, but also right after that challenge, I jumped straight into doing the same challenge for Reels. So you'll see these different media types Reels here because I loved the format. So I just brain dumped all my Reels ideas here as well. If you don't have a content calendar like this, you like this and you want to use it, you could go to itsmodernmillie.com/resources. I have the TikTok content calendar. You could use it for Instagram as well. If you prefer Trello, I also have Trello templates on my website. So you're going to go to learn from me. And then at the bottom, you have my Trello template bundle, which is content calendar for Instagram, YouTube, blog, TikTok, all the things. So those are two options for you. Plenty of resources, but this is what I used. Basically down here is where I brain dumped all of my ideas. So if I had a talking head video, I would go here and I'd just be like, oh, I want to teach those 3 worst Instagram tips video that I had. This falls under Instagram tips content pillar, so it's on brand. We're going to post it to Reels, and then maybe I have a specific audio that I was going to use. So I like doing everything on my laptop because it's just quicker. So maybe I have Reels here, and this was the audio that I was going to use, so I could actually copy and paste that saying, use this audio. Boom, boom, shakalaka. And then what's cool is like once you have all of your ideas brain dumped, you could actually drag and drop them to your calendar. So if I wanted to post this, maybe I'm going to start on Monday. So maybe tomorrow's when I'm batch filming. I'm going to batch film and then I'll get everything ready. I'll edit everything on the Friday, get everything ready to schedule out for the next few months. That's what I would do. I'd be like, okay, this one's going to go on this day, and I could click and open it. I could script my video here. So here I could open it up. I could put my description here, add my bullet points, outline, etc., etc. So basically I'm just brain dumping all the ideas that I had or I was inspired by throughout the week. Once you have your ideas brain dumped, maybe your content planned a little bit more, on the day you film, you're gonna go with the ideas that get you excited. The ones where you're like, ooh, I could do that. Ooh, I could do that really quick. On the day of, there's going to be some audios or some ideas that excite you a little bit more than maybe the day before. Maybe the day before you really liked an idea and then the next day you're like, I don't want to do that. Like, it's okay. You're just gonna follow your intuition, follow that gut reaction of, ooh, that's a good content idea. I'm in the mood to talk about that, or I'm in the mood to do that Instagram dance or whatever is trending. So follow that inspiration and that'll help you be as efficient as possible the day that you're filming. Now that you know the basics of how to film, edit, and post your reels, plus you know how to efficiently film content and create content so that you're saving time, working smarter, not harder, the next thing that I'd want for you to do is watch this video that I have where it's talking about how you can go viral with your reels. How do you make reels that capture people's attention, increases that view time, and get a lot of plays? How do you make a reel go viral? That's the video that I want you to watch next. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Follow your joy. Bye.